In the cold, ashen streets of Nazi Germany, a girl runs. Her lungs burn, her legs are leaden with exhaustion, but she clutches something to her chest. A book. Not bread, not warmth, not safety. A book. Behind her, bombs scream through the air like banshee cries, tearing apart homes and lives in equal measure. The world is ending, yet here she is, running for her life while holding on to words. This is where our story begins, not at the beginning, but somewhere near the end. Death tells this tale, though it doesn't want to. It has seen too much already, carried too many souls away from places just like this one. But there's something about this girl that sticks to its ribs, something it can't shake off no matter how hard it tries. She loves books more than anything else in the world, even when the world itself seems bent on destroying everything she holds dear. And so, death watches her. Watches as she steals books, reads them under blankets by candlelight, shares their secrets with others who need hope more than they need air. Her name is Liesel Meminger, and she first meets death on a train. She's only 9 years old, sitting beside her mother and brother Werner, who grows quieter and colder with each passing mile. When Werner dies, death takes him gently, almost tenderly, wrapping his small soul in the soft fabric of nightfall. Liesel watches this moment without understanding it fully. All she knows is that her brother is gone, leaving behind an emptiness that feels heavier than mountains. At Werner's graveside, she finds a gravedigger's handbook half buried in the dirt. Without knowing why, she takes it. This stolen book becomes the first thread in a tapestry woven with grief, love, and defiance. Liesel arrives at Himmel Street, a place whose name mocks the horrors unfolding around it. Her foster parents, Hans and Rosa Huberman, take her in despite having little to give. Hans, with his accordion and kind eyes, becomes her anchor in a storm-tossed sea. He teaches her to read late at night in their dimly lit kitchen, using the gravedigger's handbook as their guide. Each letter learned feels like a victory against despair. Meanwhile, Rosa curses and scrubs laundry with hands raw from work, her tough exterior hiding a fierce loyalty to those she loves. Then there's Rudy Steiner, the boy next door with hair the color of lemons and a heart full of reckless courage. He calls Liesel Samensch, pig girl, whenever he sees her, but his teasing hides admiration. Together, they race down cobblestone streets, steal apples from farmers' carts, and dream of feats greater than themselves. One day, Rudy paints his face black like Jesse Owens, the Olympic sprinter Hitler despises, and runs circles around Liesel in a makeshift track. They laugh until their sides ache, forgetting for a moment that the world outside is crumbling. These moments of joy shine brighter because of the darkness pressing in on all sides. But Himmel Street isn't immune to war. The Nazis march through town, goose-stepping shadows casting long over cracked sidewalks. Liesel watches as Jews are paraded through Malching, their faces gaunt, their spirits broken. Among them is Max Vandenberg, a young man fleeing persecution, carrying nothing but a copy of Mein Kampf hollowed out to hide his identity. When Hans offers him shelter, Liesel's life changes forever. Max sleeps in their basement, scribbling stories on painted-over pages, sharing nightmares and dreams with Liesel in whispered conversations. Their bond deepens when Max gifts her the word shaker, a fable written just for her about the power of words to topple tyranny. As the war intensifies, so does Liesel's rebellion. During air raids, while others huddle in fear, she reads aloud from stolen books, her voice steady against the chaos. Words become lifelines, connecting people in ways bombs cannot sever. Yet even words have limits. One winter morning, a parade of Jews passes through Malching again. Among them, Liesel spots a familiar face, Vex. She calls out to him, reaches for him, but soldiers drag him away. That night, she writes furiously in the basement, filling walls with letters and sentences, trying to hold onto pieces of him before they slip away completely. And then comes the bombing. Death pauses here, reluctant to continue. It describes the scene with detached precision, bodies strewn across rubble, silence heavy as stone. But amidst the wreckage, it finds Liesel alive, cradling the book she'd been writing before the raid. Her family, her friends, all gone. Even Rudy lies still beneath the ruins, his lemon-yellow hair dusted with ash. Death gathers their souls carefully, marveling at how such beauty could exist in such devastation. Death lingers over Liesel that day, watching her as she sits among the ruins of Himmel Street. She clutches her book, a story filled with stolen moments, whispered fears, and defiant dreams, and cries until there are no tears left. The world has taken everything from her, yet it cannot take this, her words. They remain, stubborn and alive, a testament to all she has loved and lost. Death wonders if perhaps this is why it feels drawn to her, not because of the tragedy surrounding her, but because of the light she refuses to let extinguish. In the days that follow, Liesel is taken in by the mayor's wife, Ilse Hermann, who had once been both patron and adversary. Ilse's library, the same one Liesel used to steal from, becomes a sanctuary for the girl. Among those towering shelves, Liesel finds solace in books, each one a reminder of the lives they've touched. Yet she also begins to write again, pouring her pain onto blank pages, transforming grief into something tangible, something real. Her words become acts of rebellion, small but fierce, defying the silence imposed by war. Years later, Liesel grows into adulthood, carrying the weight of her past like an invisible scar. She marries, has children, builds a life far removed from the horrors of mulching. But the memories never fade entirely. In quiet moments, she thinks of Rudy running beside her, his laughter echoing through time, of Max hunched over in the basement, crafting stories under dim candlelight, of Hans playing the accordion, its melody weaving hope into despair. And she remembers the power of words, the way they can heal or destroy, uplift or crush. Words shaped her childhood, saved her sanity, and gave her a reason to keep breathing when everything else seemed lost. One day, many decades after the war, death comes for Liesel again. This time, it does not find her amidst rubble or chaos, but in the peaceful embrace of old age. As it carries her soul away, death reflects on how rare it is to meet someone who truly understands the weight of existence. Most humans live blindly, unaware of the fragility of their lives. But Liesel? She knew. She saw the cracks in the world and still chose to fill them with beauty. Death recounts the final image it holds of her, a young girl running through snow, clutching a stolen book, laughing with a boy whose hair gleams like sunlight. It's a memory frozen in time, untainted by bombs or bloodshed. For all its grim duties, death admits it envies humans sometimes. Their capacity for love, for resilience, for finding meaning even in the darkest corners of life. I am haunted by humans, it confesses softly, before letting Liesel's soul drift upward, weightless and free. The camera pans out now, pulling back from the scene. We see fields stretching endlessly, skies painted in hues of gold and crimson. Somewhere in the distance, an accordion plays a mournful tune, its notes carried by the wind. Then silence. The screen fades to black, leaving only the faint echo of words spoken long ago. I have hated words and I have loved them, and I hope I have made them right. And just like that, the story ends, not with a bang, but with a whisper. A reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, humanity endures. That even when the world tries to strip us of everything, we can still hold onto what matters most: love, courage, and the stories we tell. Feel like you're meant for more, but don't know how to get there? You're not alone. Every success story starts with doubt and a spark. The Self-Made Millionaire, Zero to Wealth isn't just a book. It's your roadmap to purpose, confidence, and success, built on real lessons from real millionaires. One reader said, "It didn't feel like a book. It felt like my future talking to me." Inside, you'll find the exact mindset and principles used by the world's most successful people. No fluff, just real, life-changing wisdom. Ready to take the first step? Get it 100% free. Just subscribe and comment "book" below.